Hey there everybody, Jack Barnwell here down in Naples, Florida. It's a beautiful, beautiful evening. It's Friday evening. We've had a crushing huge week. I've been down here working with my C3 Gardens team in Naples and thought it'd be kind of fun to tour you guys through a little bit of what we do here at C3 Gardens and show you through our world out here at the nursery and what we have going on. So this is our nursery. It kind of looks like a tornado just went through because we have had a huge, huge week. We do have some of the team coming in tomorrow to clean and get everything all dialed in and styled out and ready for Monday, so that'll help a lot. But a lot of what we do with C3, for those of you who do not know, we plant thousands and thousands of pots. Beautiful, beautiful custom planters for clients, for lanais and around the pool and at the front entryway. A lot of commercial clients and stuff too. This particular job here is for a residential client, and these will be going out early next week. Right here, this box actually that I just pushed out of the way, this is a living Spanish moss, locally harvested here in Florida, and we use this as kind of our mulch, and we tuck in and style out these planters. So once they're all planted, they get buffed out, cleaned up, trimmed at and everything. They'll usually rest here for 4 or 5 days, get acclimated, then we'll clean them up, wipe all the leaves, clean everything up, moss them, and then they'll get loaded into our trailers and delivered to the job site. So this is one particular job. Here's another job that's going out to Sarasota. And as you can see, we have so many awesome, beautiful, lush tropicals. We order all this stuff wholesale by the truckload. Look at these really cool figs, big, big figs. And we order a lot of big tropicals like this because we often are planting big pots. I mean, some of our pots I could fit inside of. And so some of these big tropicals we use to instantly give a really, really impressive look, because a lot of our clientele is down here seasonally and they want to have this really lush, cool, tropical vibe around the pool and out on the lanai and make things look really fun and kind of tropical festive. And we deliver that, you know, so we plant them up super lush and gorgeous, and it gives them that instant look of wow, like incredible lushness. All of our pots and planters are all AquaPots. It's our patented self-watering system that's integrated into all of these pots and planters. So they hold a tremendous amount of fertilizer infused water. And the pots, you know, this is all soiled up and planted obviously, so the plants are just in plant heaven. They have 24/7 access to this gorgeous fertilizer infused water. All the potting soil that we use is a special blend from Proven Winners. This really, really great potting soil that we really like. It wicks moisture up from that reservoir down below while maintaining air porosity, which is super, super important. So all these plants, the roots love to breathe, but they want that moisture coming up from down deep, and they'll be really happy. Here's another job that's going out. These are our planting bays. And so we'll bring a job in here, plant it all up, style it out depending on the client's, you know, desires, the colors they like, sun, shade, where it goes on the house, everything like that. They'll acclimate in here for a little bit, and then we'll trim them, clean them, buff them, wipe them, wash them, moss them, and make sure they look awesome. Did you get that? That rhyme? And then they'll be delivered. Look at this beautiful Australian tree fern center planted in there with these dragon wing begonias, and that's going to be such a cool planting. Pretty excited about that. We also do a lot of growing of small plants. So we grow a lot of teeny little plugs that we get from Proven Winners. So These gorgeous big hanging baskets here are custom grown for a job. And these started as just these tiny, tiny little plugs. And we're constantly getting little plugs in like this. And we'll grow them out here. These were just planted, so you can see they haven't even rooted at all. This was just put in the soil like a day or two ago. And look at the teeny little root that's already shooting out of that little plug. And honestly, in a couple of weeks, that'll be a full-size, beautiful Jazzberry Supertunia, which is in these baskets. So these baskets have only been out here for just almost 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. And look at that, just super awesome ball of color there. Obviously, we're fertilizing and feeding and stuff really well, but these are really happy. They still got a little time though till they get hung. This is for a big community, big association. And so because of that, we're going through today, the team started to pinch these back. So all the blooms have been taken off of this one more or less, and they're pinching these back. We'll pinch them back, foliar feed these really well, and they'll just thicken up and bloom like crazy into a really nice ball of color. So when we hang them, they look absolutely stunning. So some of these still need to be pinched a little bit. Even though they look gorgeous, we'll pinch them so they branch out, thicken up, and get even nicer. I'll take you guys through the whole nitty-gritty of C3 and what it is that we do. So around the back here, this is our big compost area, compost pile. All these pots have just come in from jobs over the last couple days. So these were pots that were planted last year. It's time for their change out. So we do annual change outs on these, sometimes 6-month change outs, usually 1-year change outs, depends on where it is. Down here in South Florida, you know, we have plants going and thriving in pots year round. So pots will come back here, they'll get gutted out, and you know, we'll take a Sawzall even and cut these roots out and clean them all out. But we can make a big, huge mess back here in our compost area. Then the pots will transfer on up, get washed, buffed, cleaned, kind of rebuilt, refilled with soil, fertilizer and everything, and be filed into those planting bays as they work their way, you know, eventually into a trailer and on back to the job, back to the installation. So quite a few pots here. I think all these are going to be cleaned up and organized tomorrow, and which is really exciting because we have a huge week coming up, and I'd like to see that all gone, cleaned up and everything, so we can plow that compost all up, turn it, spin it, make room for more things going on. Back here, this is a warehouse full of AquaPots. All of these are our self-watering AquaPots. We have more coming in this next week, which is really exciting. But just look at some of these colors and finishes. Super cool volcanic finish there. Really, really stunning. Love this matte black finish. This is our volcanic finish on milky blue. Beautiful finishes. Super, super stunning. And all these, as chaotic and crazy as it looks in here, we do have a little bit of a method to the madness. But we're every day, you know, we're pulling pallets down and taking pots out and putting collections together that have been custom designed for people, so that and then the pallets have to be rewrapped, restacked, and filed back into inventory. So there are definitely a tremendous amount of pots here, but when I look through here, I feel like we don't have nearly enough, and so that's why we have more. We have, I think, 10 or 12 more pallets coming on Tuesday, and that's really exciting because I know we're going to be needing them and burning through them here soon. Like I said earlier, I think I said earlier, we just got 22 pallets of potting soil in just an hour or so ago. So you know you've got a tremendous amount of pots to plant when you order potting soil, you know, by the semi-load. And believe it or not, we will go through that in probably over the next month and a half, and which is just a tremendous amount of pots. Lots and lots and lots of planting. So a lot of these that are in our inventory right now are our personal C3 Gardens inventory, but we also have a tremendous amount of pots in stock that belong to clients that we store for them. And so some of these are the clients' personal collections that we brought back here, stored for them. When they come back for the season, we'll pull them out, clean them all up, fill them up, plant them up, deliver them. We like to try and deliver them a week or two before they arrive, so that when they get there, everything looks lush and colorful and gorgeous, because that's what we do, right? So anyway, that's a little bit about kind of what we have going on out here at C3 Gardens down in Naples, Florida. I know that many of you follow along because I have a tremendous amount of cool things happening in Michigan and Mackinac Island and northern Michigan, and I do a lot of design work down here as well. I design complete, really epic, beautiful landscape installations down in South Florida, northern Michigan, everywhere in between. We'll be taking you guys through some really beautiful landscape installations that are happening really soon down here in Florida. We're going to be doing some really cool video work of that, so stay tuned for that. The C3 Gardens team and I are engaged in a lot of beautiful, lush, fun projects, so we'll keep you guys going on that kind of content and everything as well. Please let us know in the comments if there's anything in particular that you're interested in and want to know more about. We'd be happy to share and help you guys out. Hoping that this video and many more bring you color and life and lushness into your daily routine there. So anyway, hope you're all having a good one. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.